Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do something about this error that we received trying to do a Windows update 0x80070643, and I believe the culprit for this error is KB503444 update. So let's see what we can do about this. First thing we want to do is go down to the search bar or search menu, whatever, and type in CMD, command prompt, and we want to run it as administrator right here, or we can right click on the app and run it from there as well. Let's get that started and select yes. I'm going to maximize this screen here. First thing we want to do is get some information, make sure that we are enabled. We should be. And we want to type in RE agent, EGENTC. That's RE agent C/info. And that should tell us what's going on. And right now I am enabled, but the update is not being installed. What we're going to do is we're going to do something about that. So the first command we want to do is we want to, you can use your up arrow to bring back the previous command, and then you can just backspace, or you can not do that and re-enter the command E agent C/, and we want to disable that, disable. And what that does, it's gonna move the image from the partition, the recovery partition, back to the Windows system directory so we can use it later. And click that. Operation successful. Perfect. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to start a new program within our command prompt, and it's called disk partition, and it goes like this: DISKPART. Enter. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, now that we have our disk partition app started, we can list disk, enter, and now I have one disk, and it's of type GPT because it has the asterisk under GPT. If we do not have that, it may be a MBR, master boot record, and that's fine too. We can fix that as well. Okay, next thing we want to do is we want to select the disk, SEL, select disk, zero, and then list partition. And you can abbreviate these, you don't have to give the full name. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit so you can see here what's going on here. Okay, so we have our system, reserve, primary, and recovery. What we're going to do is we're going to shrink the primary right here, and then we're going to add it to the recovery, and we're going to delete the recovery and then make a new one. But let's select the primary. That's the one with the OS on it. So we want to select SEL, select PART for partition, and we're going to be 3. And yours may be different, select it as needed. And then what we want to do is we want to shrink, SINK, shrink, and then desired, DESIRED, equals, I'm going to do 300, that's megabytes, which is peanuts compared to what we have nowadays for storage. But that should fix the error. Desired 300 minimum equals 300. Enter. Give that a second. I have a large hard drive, so it's probably taking a second. There we go. Okay, now we want to select partition 4, SEL, part 4. That would be the recovery partition. Yours may be different. Select it as needed. And what we want to do is we want to delete this partition. Delete. Now we did save, our delete partition 4. And before I hit enter, I'm going to scroll up and confirm that we did save our, so we did reagent disable. And that was very important in this step, because if you delete it without doing that, then you have to reinstall the RE image WIM file, and we can do that as well, but hopefully we won't have to right now. Okay, so I can delete the partition 4, and we're going to override that to give it permission. Okay, enter. Argument invalid. Delete. Oh, we don't need to put in the 4 is what it is. Okay, delete. Delete partition, and then override. We don't need. We already selected partition 4. It already knows it's redundant. There we go. Successful. Okay, perfect. While we still have this selected, mine is a GPT partition, so I know that to create a new partition. And there's a website on Microsoft. I'll bring it up, and I just copy and paste my commands. This so you don't have to remember these. There is a website here. Sometimes it may not be as informative as explaining it. That was my first, I had difficulty reading. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this, create right here. And I'm going to right click on that and copy. And also, hopefully I can put this link in the description, and you can use this link to copy and paste your commands as well. I go back to my command prompt, and then Control V, enter. Success. Go back to my website here, and then because mine is a GPT, so I'm going to go ahead and select this last one here, copy. Again, Control V, paste, enter. Back to the website, and then so if you have an MBR, then you got to run a different command. And you just follow that. Mine's GPT, so I'll be formatting it with. That's going to be the same for both. I don't really care for making it Windows RE tools. I'd rather just make it Windows RE. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and then when I paste it, I'll change it. And then Control V, and what I can do is I can backspace this here. Right there, and then RE, and then quote, just like that. Perfect. I'm gonna hit enter. Perfect. Okay, I guess the only other thing to do now is we can exit out. We can list the volume to see our how big our partition is now, and it should be greater than 300 for sure. And then we can exit, and then we can re-enable our RE agent. So we can do that. List of iron. That didn't really give me much information, did it? There we go. It's giving me. There we go. Windows RE 831 megabytes. Perfect. Okay, so we can exit out of this. And we're going to exit out of disk partition. And now we're back to the command prompt. And then we can RE agent and C. And then we can enable that. Enable. Hopefully this will work. And it did because we did in the proper sequence. Perfect. Okay, so we can now exit out of our command prompt. But I'm going to leave it this way because I'm going to save my work. And what I can do is I can go back to the Windows, and then I can hit retry. And then let that update. Okay, since this is taking forever, close out Windows Update and restart Windows Update. Restart the Windows Update, and when I did that and I went to update, it said you're up to date, and that's perfect. I went to history and look, successfully installed the KB503444 update. Perfect. Now I can sleep at night, and I hope you can too. Thanks, and have a nice day.